very, very soon, yours truly is going to be a registered nurse to the glory of God. This is a profession I love so much. A lot of questions. Do you own the new compound, or you rented it? Did you buy a new house? A lot of things. I am not from a rich family. I don't marry rich man. So it's just me doing things for myself. We experienced a loss that took us to the police station of an aunt. I was humiliated, likewise my husband. Hi wonderful people, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Welcome to another beautiful video. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Honestly, this life update video is long overdue. Yeah, I know a lot has just been going on in my life that I really needed to come and share with you guys, especially because you guys were so supportive since I come on board this space, and I really felt like I owe you guys this update. Like, this is something that I wake up with every single day. But the problem is, when in God's name will I have the time to sit and, you know, bear it all, like update you guys. I feel like this channel is a little bit backdated because you guys just see things happen and then without no explanation. So I think it is wise for me to, you know, give small hints here and there. Where do I start? Let me take this deep breath before I start coagulating, explaining, like, how will I put it? Vandalizing, exposing myself. Okay. The moment we moved to my mom's place, a lot of questions came from several concerned persons, right? I think the last time I spent such a long time in my parents' house was when I was pregnant with baby Manuel, and then it happened again early this year. Yes, well, I say mid this year, early this year actually, because it was from March, ending of February till June. Yeah, from ending of February till June, July. So that was how long we spent at my parents' house. You guys already know that my parents have left the family house, moved down to Oka. So they are now very close to me, not like too close, but now very, very close to me. Like, I can now reach them easily. So it happened that my both parents broke down, my dad, my mom. If you're an OG on this channel, I've said it countless times on my channel that my dad is a diabetic patient, and we've been trying our best so far to manage it. Apart from that, he's also been living with a benign prostate. Yeah. I mean, he has lived with that for over 17 years of his life, because I've not even had Danny when he was diagnosed of that. And the kind of job he was doing then, I think, is also part of what contributed to that prostate enlargement, you know. And then he has been managing it, living with it. We've visited hospitals once in a while because of that. It wasn't really an issue per se, but then it was still coming off and on, you know, and he refused to go for his surgery. What is his reasons? I'm going to be a little bit truthful in this video, because I believe that as much as you guys love me and I love you guys, I believe that if I share a little part of my life here, it is not going to be a bad idea. Yes, I started with being realistic, but when I found out that there are a lot of devourers on the street of YouTube that would judge you, criticize you, defame you with every little truth you manage to put out here. So I crawled back into my shell, and it was just as if this channel is no longer what, you know, it was known for. But then we are trying our best. That is what, you know, the society is all about now. People no longer say their truth. 80% of what you see people now talk about or do on this space of social media is now skits. Okay, so but then we, the realistic ones, will try as much as possible to always keep it real. So back to what I was saying about my dad's health. He's been living with that for over 17 years, and he was a bricklayer all his life. So, you know, lifting blocks, doing all those tedious jobs, carrying cement and all of those things, having to stand for hours, bend for hours, you know, a lot of things that came with that kind of job was what led to that prostate enlargement, and we've been managing it by the grace of God. But recently it became bad. It happened that both him and my mom broke down at the same time. I was the only one around. My sister Jenny was busy as at that time trying to write a promotion exam. First of all, it was my mom, because she broke down before my dad. Like, her health went bad. You know, she battled anxiety because of her moving from where she was used to. The fact that she had to leave her comfort zone where she spent almost 30 years of her life to a different place, it shook her. You know, somebody that does not stay one place, that was going out, you know, doing everything at the same time, going out every day, going to the farm, going to the market, seeing people, and all of a sudden you just limit that person. You just confine that person to a particular space, you know, a minimal space. It was an issue. Yeah, she battled anxiety. That was after we've treated so many other things, thinking it was malaria, typhoid, loneliness, this one, that one. And I did everything possible to make sure that they have all they needed to make them happy, to keep them lively. But then it didn't work, because that's her space. She was used to that her environment. She was used to that her space. She was used to that environment, honestly speaking, and it really, 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 really disturbed her. So it got to a point where, you know, we discovered so many things: high cholesterol, anxiety, high blood pressure, which, you know, we've known as the old story, and all these things coming together to attack one person, plus the constant pain of spondylosis that won't go away no matter what, no matter the kind of pain relief drugs that she takes. So it was really hell for me that period. So I had to move my children, everybody, to the family house. And yeah, we spent 4 to 5 months, you know, before the issue of relocating and the rest of them came into the picture. So that one aside, now you guys know why we spent that long at my parents' house, because a lot of questions came. And some of those questions till today, I wasn't able to answer them, because as at that time, I was going through a whole lot. Okay, back forward to March this year, I advertised the business here on this channel, and I think March, I'll be February. It's either March or February or April, I've forgotten. But I'll check and probably put it on the screen. Someone scammed me because we supplied goods to someone I thought was a trusted subscriber, a genuine subscriber, and then she made away with the money. Like, it was, I don't know how to put it, but then my family experienced a loss that I may not be sharing here. It's not loss of life, please, not the loss of life, person no die. But my family experienced a loss of, how will I say, I don't know. Okay, let me not talk about that, because this is the kind of videos that make me go, whenever I'm talking about that, it makes me go emotional. So that will be for another video. I'll do a sit down video to gist you guys how it all happened. We experienced a loss that took us to the police station off and on. I was humiliated, likewise my husband, but all glory to God, and all glory to God that we've been vindicated. We return all the glory to God Almighty. So it was also part of what shook me, you know. And as at that period, I was preparing to start my nursing career. Yes, you heard me right. So finally on this channel, I'm telling you guys that I am now a nursing student. One of the reasons why I kept it away from this channel for that long, yeah, I must have shown you guys my outfit. You guys must have seen the logo, you know, the nurses logo on my t-shirt. But then I kept it away because of things I was going through at that time, things my family was going through as at that time. I really didn't have the time to come and start sharing, you know, that part of me, because while we were celebrating that I got admission, because this is not my first time trying. Yeah, last year we really tried for me to get enrolled into nursing school, but then circumstances surrounding me that last year did not allow me, especially financially, to do into that. We had a project we were working on, so we needed to focus more on that project. And then this year I got that admission, and that was the period I was scammed. So the good news of, you know, me getting an admission came the moment, you know, we encountered that loss. So it was really, really not a good time for me to start sharing all of that good news and, you know, and stuff like that. But then I had it in mind to relate with you all, share with you the good news, and but it didn't work out. So that was why it lingered up to this time. Pardon me, forgive me. I know that some of you already, like plenty of you already know. Okay, so it's no longer news, it's no longer gossip that yours truly is going to be a nurse. The truth is, I am supposed to have finished this my nursing career, but one day I'm going to share with you guys why I have not finished and why I am still going to school in this my old age. What led to that? Why did I not start earlier than now? You know, what happened? What stopped me? Why did I first of all go to Polytechnic before this one? I am going to explain all of that. I'm going to film a video and share with you guys all of that in a very detailed video. It's not like this passion wasn't there all this while. But you know, see, sometimes when you find yourself in a situation where you can only help yourself by yourself, you don't have any other help at any other place. Sometimes it delays our destiny. So that is my story. That is my predicament. All my life, I am not from a rich family. I don't marry rich man. So it's just me doing things for myself. So that is what actually delayed it till now. Plus the fact that sometimes you surround yourself with people that are very supportive. When you find yourself in the situation where you do things for yourself, you are always filling the gap for every other person, you know, and when it gets to your turn, everybody just deserts you and stuff like that. Or maybe you find yourself with people, you find yourself around people that does not know the value of your vision. People that see your vision as it's too big or something you cannot do, something you cannot achieve. I don't know if you understand such situations, because I've had friends, you know, and families discourage me and be like, oh, with children it's going to be very difficult. I know someone that enrolled and then the person couldn't make it because of this and that. But they forget that destinies differ. So I'm so glad that finally I'm a nursing student, and very, very soon we are going to be addressed as a nurse, okay, by the special grace of God. Because I know that God has already gone ahead of me, and there is nothing any devil, any demon, any man, any woman can do about it. It has not been easy with school, but I've been trying my best. It has not been easy at all. Oh yes, some of those things, you know, that I was told to expect, they are really happening, because sometimes I get exhausted, sometimes I get discouraged, but because it is something I love, I've had this vision since I was a child, let me just say it. But because I didn't have the opportunity to get it, that's why I decided to still do it now that I have the means to do it for myself. So all glory to God, and a very big thank you to all the people that God has used to support me in this my journey, especially my subscribers. The encouragement I got when I started this my nursing career, honestly, it was massive. It was very massive. Even when I thought all hope was lost, God still did send helpers to me, and it's something I can never take for granted all my life. So a very big thank you to all of you that reached out to support me. A very big thank you to all of you that encouraged me. A very big thank you to all of you that said, Sandra, you can do it. If I could do it, you can do it as well. So this is what has motivated me so far. About our relocation, I don't even know how to talk about it, but I know some of you already know that we're going to be leaving, especially after I shared my last experience in that compound. You know, when you are in a place where the person feels like, even when you're paying for the services being rendered, they still feel like they are doing you a favor. I don't know why some landlords have that mentality of thinking that someone can never, their tenants can never be able to own a house. Or maybe thinking that the reason why people are living in their house is because they can never, they can't afford another house, or maybe they cannot own a house, they cannot buy a house, they cannot. Sometimes it gets to my head why people think they can put your life at risk just because you're living in their house. Let me take this for example. A building collapsed at Ifite, Oka, here in Anambra State. And then before that building collapsed, I remember the government writing to the property owner, you know, about risking people's life, the dangers of that building collapsing, that people should vacate and all of that. But then the landlord will still reassure the tenants that this building is not going to collapse and stuff like that. And they won't fix what the government was, complaining about until that building collapsed and killed people. Yes, that building eventually collapsed. So it's a sad thing that some landlords put selfishness. They put money ahead of, how will I put it? They put money ahead of people's lives. They endanger people's lives irrespective of, they don't care. All they want is that their money. It's not humanity at all. Life is all about being compassionate, being kind to people. He lingered for a while and then we needed time to relocate. Honestly, it was all alone, my husband at home, all by himself, and then we are at my parents' house before this issue even started lingering, and then it led to a lot of other issues that I might not start sharing here for some security purposes that led to us moving out of the house to, as you can see, a better place. Yes. At least I don't think anything will ever lead to me risking my children's life just because I want to retain or remain in someone's apartment. So all glory to God. He glorified himself and the whole issue has been sorted out. We're still in good terms. And she never believed we were going to move out, because when I was complaining about the issue, my landlady saw it that it wasn't something serious. The engineers came there. I sent people to come. They saw it that this is dangerous, especially because it was something that when it happens, it will affect lives. But because probably she's not related to us in any way, so she didn't take it serious until we decided to make a move. That was when she realized that she has lost one of her best tenants, as far as I'm concerned. Because up till now, when there are issues in that compound, especially with electricity, it still falls back to me to get it solved, because I managed that compound as if it was my own. We managed it with all our lives. You will, like, age the compound I'm at. When it comes to neatness in the estate where we live, people use it as examples. But then when it was not appreciated, we needed to leave. So guys, that was what led to our relocation. We moved into our new house and life has been good. Life has been better. Let me put it like that. All glory to God. Although we've been encountering some challenges in areas that I may not be mentioning here right now until we are able to jump all those hurdles. But then, so far so good. Everything has just been working well according to God's plan in our life. So I really know it that I supposed to give this update a long time ago. A lot of people has been asking questions. Sandra, what school are you? Which career are you pursuing? What's happened? Why did you guys move? What happened to the other apartment? Is this your new house? A lot of questions. Do you own the new compound or you rented it? Did you buy a new house? A lot of things, a lot of questions. So that was why I deemed it fit, coupled with the fact that you guys has been part of my life all this while. So I decided to give this video update and update you guys on all that's been going on. Yeah, especially with the fact that very soon, yours truly is going to be a registered nurse, to the glory of God. This is a profession I love so much. To the point that at some point when it wasn't coming forth, we couldn't finance it. I had to go and register at a pharmacy at Nnewi then. And I started learning how to sell drugs. Like, I love anything that has to do with drugs, medicines. I love anything that, I love it with my passion, with everything in me. Okay, so all thanks to God that all my fears has been dealt with and I'm able to kickstart myself single-handedly on this journey, to the glory of God. And the God that helped me to start is going to see me through. So if you believe and you love me, just say a word of prayer for me. And just one word of encouragement for me on the comment section. It has not been easy, because it has just been me all alone. Me all alone. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for following me on this life update video. I hope I've been able to answer all your nosy questions so far. Thank you for following up, and I'm going to see you guys once again in my next video. Right in this video, I did promise 2 different other videos. One was sharing how the vision was bettered, you know, my new career, and the other one was, what was that? Okay, how I was scammed. Yes, these are the 2 video ideas. These are the 2 videos I promised you guys to film. I'm going to do that. I promise. All right, see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, finally, oh, Sandra.